Early in the first period, and the Icers strike first. A beautiful pass from Dan Laux up to a streaking Chris Pronchek, and he lights the lamp, as it were, to give the Icers a 1-0 lead. Later on in the first period, with the game tied at 1 apiece, the Icers strike on the power play as Rich O'Brien drops off the puck to Dominic Marone, who finds Eric Steinauer in front of the net. Still in the first period, the Flames get a breakaway, but Teddy Hume says no. However, the Icers fail to clear, and it's Greg Jensen finally getting it past Teddy to tie the game at 2. Hume would yield to Dan Ivanier after surrendering the go-ahead goal to Rick Turner early in the second period. Third period now, Icers trailing 3-2, and they're on a mission. Tim O'Brien nets a goal, then it's Timmy on the spot once again as he cleans up the garbage in front of the net to put the Icers up for good. Kirk Collins says 2 can play that game as he gets the first of 2 goals off a great feed from Dominic Marone to make it 5-3. However, it was Tim O'Brien saying, "Not so fast, my friend," as he completes the hat trick to turn the lights out on the Flames by a final score of 7-3. And Matt Madrazo gets his first start in net as an Icer and is rudely welcomed by being outdueled on a poke check for the puck by Adam Dockstetter with a wicked wrist shot from Tim O'Brien and then a redirection goal from Eric Steinauer just 37 seconds apart. Early in the second, however, the Flames answer back with a goal from Brent Boschman to tie the score at 2. Just 1:45 remaining, Steve Moeller spoils the night, beating Madrazo low stick side to give the Flames the win and a split on the weekend.
Well, as you can see, the Icers came through in the first game with Liberty, but just couldn't quite pull off the sweep, giving up that late goal. Scott, how do you think the team played during that weekend?
Like I said, overall, I think, we showed that we can continue to battle. It was our first real tough test of the year, with a tough test against Liberty, good, solid team. And we played well on Friday night, and, obviously, I thought we played pretty well on Saturday, too. We just obviously couldn't come out with that victory.
All right, Josh, again, coming back, tremendous third period on that first game.
Right.
Second game, again, Scott hinted at it. What did you take away from that game?
I was on the road doing a little recruiting, so I watched it online, and it was interesting for me to watch it, from a different perspective than I usually do from the bench. I think, like you said, we just didn't have that third period that we did in the first game. Mm-hmm. And I think that, after talking to Matt, in the goal, I think he would have liked to have that goal back, and I think that's a little bit of him just being a rookie, and but I think that's a game we should have won.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, you watched online, so obviously you must have been impressed. All right, we're going to be right back with more highlights and analysis after the break, and you're watching the Penn State Icers Hockey Report.
Anyone else?
My name is David, and in 8 years, I'll be an alcoholic.
Hi, David.
I'll start drinking in middle school, just at parties. But my parents won't start talking to me about it till high school. And by then, I'll already be in some trouble.
Kids who drink before age 15 are 5 times more likely to have alcohol problems when they're adults.
The thing is, my parents won't even see it coming.
So start talking.
Who's next?
Before they start drinking.
Mom and Dad, we need you. We need you to be involved in our school, because when you are, we get better grades.
And have a higher rate of graduation.
It could be as simple as stopping you to read haiku. Hey, we're not demanding like your boss, but we need you. We need you to be involved in our school.
And maybe even get us a pony.
Hear what your kids are saying. Get more involved. Join your local PTA.
Glucose plus oxygen equals carbon dioxide plus water.
Hey dear, what's up?
And energy. Superior vena cava, pulmonary artery, coronary artery.
I'd like to pass them back to you now.
Fort Chem tissue types of endoplasmic reticulum with ribosomes 3 o'clock already. And without. Copy of the skeletal anatomy notes. Fort Chem site Wednesday. Velocity access skeletal anatomy Thursday. The lobes of the cortex.
She's got the drive,
cranial volume,
the energy,
frontal, parietal,
the heart,
and occipital,
and the talent.
motor output.
Pre-med.
But she wouldn't be here
Evolutionary development.
without your help. Please support the United Negro College Fund, because a mind is a terrible thing to waste.
Fort Chem 2.
Welcome back to the Penn State Icers Hockey Report. As always, I'm Rodney Martin alongside Steve Penstone with Icers head coach Scott Balboni and assistant coach Josh Hand.
Well, guys, we just went through the Liberty weekend. Let's jump ahead now to some highlights of the great weekend the team had against Westchester.
Down by 1 in the second period, Chris Cerruti gets the bounce off a defenseman and pass Matt Murnane to tie the game at 1. After a power play goal from Westchester, the Icers crash the net. It's Dominic Marone getting credit for the power play goal. Taylor Serra knocks home the loose puck to tie the game at 3. Chris Cerruti is the beneficiary of a little now you see me, now you don't move from Marone and beats Murnane to put the Icers up 4-3. Just for good measure, Cerruti completes his hat trick with 6 minutes remaining with a top shelf snipe and a 5-3 Icers victory. Tim O'Brien takes advantage of a breakaway and undresses Murnane to give the Icers an early 1-0 lead just 48 seconds into the contest. Things settle down, at least for a little bit, until Kevin Miller joins the rush and wrists one past Murnane. O'Brien gets his second of the game on the power play less than 1 minute later, and in Timmy style has something to say to the Westchester bench. 3 minutes later, Michael Longo misses on his opportunity, but Dominic Marone is there to clean up 4-0 Icers. Taylor Serra makes it 5 with a power play goal just 1 minute later to end the night mercifully for Murnane. The Icers scored 4 more times in the second, capped off by this beauty from Chris Cerruti late in the period. It's Mike McDonough who says, "I'll take this one, boys," and beats Parra with a quick wrister. Freshman Matt Madrazo got his first win as an Icer between the pipes. All right, Coach. It seemed like on Friday, that first Westchester game, there was a little bit of had a little bit of trouble with them. Again, coming out with a victory, which obviously is what you want. What did you take away from that game?
Well, I think it's what Coach Hand alluded to earlier. Us playing as a team. We started to develop that a little bit, but our scoring ability just hasn't been there. And we were putting a lot of pucks on net, getting a lot of opportunities, but just not finishing. And obviously, against a team like Westchester, we had a great deal of opportunities. We should have finished more than we did. It shouldn't have been that close.
Mm-hmm. And you really piled it on Saturday, obviously. Josh, what was the adjustments you made between the two games?
I think, I've talked to Coach about going down there, and I know we've had some tricky games down there for whatever reason. And, the guys just seem really focused. We have a couple guys from that area, so I think they really wanted to play in front of some of the family and fans that they had there. I'm from that area, so I was super excited about the game. But, I think it was one of the games this season that we really came together as a team. Before the game, guys seemed pumped up, and then on the ice, it carried over there. So.
All right, guys, thanks a lot. Now we're going to go from a place where the Icers hadn't had success to another tough place to play. So we're going to take a look at the 2 games that the Icers played up in Rhode Island when we come back right here on the Icers Hockey Report.